Mic check, mic check. Good. Good. All right. Good. Check, check. 10-9-8-7-6-5. Good. Check, check. Check, check, check. 10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1. Check, check.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you all for being here. I want to recognize Rachel Graham and the team at BOPA. Tanya, why are you over there? Come. Tanya Miller, our senior advisor here at City Hall for Arts and Culture, for all the work that they have done leading up to today's announcement. Thank you, ladies, for your great leadership. Baltimore, I want us all to get ready because Artscape is returning for its 40th edition. Artscape and I are the same age. We both turned 40 this year, and we're talking about Baltimore's premier arts and culture festival and the largest free arts festival in the country. This year, we're bringing it back to its roots, starting the weekend in August, from Friday, August 2nd through Sunday, August the 4th. Yes, it will be hot, but we'll be okay. Not only is this a great event for the city, helping by stimulating our local economy, it gives local artists and creators a platform to showcase their incredible work, brings top-level talent to Baltimore, and contributes to a sense of communal pride across Baltimoreans, regardless of what zip code they live in and even what high school they went to in Baltimore. Artscape is Baltimore. Our artistic community is at the heart of our identity as Charm City. I have no problem going on record saying that Baltimore's local art scene is not one of the best. It is the best and most diverse and most vibrant in the world. We have some amazing talent lined up for this year. We have the incomparable Queen of Percussion, Miss Sheila E., which is really special because we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of her Glamorous Life album. I know y'all know a little bit about that. The legendary reggae tunes of the original Wailers, Baltimore's own Navaja Daya, plus Joy Carter. This next one is real special to me because I was there every Friday night for a long, long time. Live from the Paradox, Who Camille, and the Trinidad and Tobago Steel Drum Band, but it does not stop there. There will be additional acts that we'll be sharing. Keep an eye, particularly look out on the mayor's Instagram. We might just drop one in the middle of the night so that everyone can get excited. It does not stop there. Equally as exciting, we're uplifting local artists, offering them a platform to sell and display their work. So don't just come and look at it, actually buy a piece. I know you got a piece of your wall that you be like, I need something to put there. Get it from one of our local artists here in Baltimore. Artscape 40 is going to be a great time for the whole family, so bring everyone out. And I encourage you to bring Lottie, Dottie, and everybody into Artscape. Make sure you drink and hydrate, wear a hat, wear sunscreen. It's Baltimore in August, so yes, it's going to be hot. But we're going to have us a good, fun, hot Artscape time enjoying the 40th Artscape. So thank you very much. And with that, I will turn it over to the new and fabulous leader of BOPA, Rachel Graham.
Very cool. Thank you very much, Mayor Scott. I'm standing on pins and needles and high heels right now about this lineup. I will share with you that as we were trying to determine, okay, who do we bring, right? And so we asked ourselves, like, who was the hottest person in 1984 that's still alive? And we all said Sheila E. And we are so excited that she is able to join us. And then we accidentally realized that this is, in fact, the 40th anniversary of her coming on to the scene as a solo artist with The Glamorous Life. So we are very, very excited about that. And who does not love the Wailers? And so we're very excited. Can't wait to celebrate in what I think is going to be literally the hottest and figuratively the hottest weekend of the year. And so as the city's Arts Council, the Baltimore Office of Promotion in the Arts takes seriously our role in growing the city's cultural economy through year-round support of the arts and community access to public art and arts programming. Now, you can kind of consider Artscape as the culminating event for this year-long programming that provides a front row seat to Baltimore's thriving creative community, leveraging the draw of national artists like Sheila and the Wailers and the surprise that the mayor's going to drop in the middle of the night, creates a platform to showcase the amazing talent that happens to call Baltimore home. Artscape 40 is presented by Whiting Turner, the City of Baltimore, and the Maryland State Arts Council, and is supported in part by Johns Hopkins University and Medicine, Kaiser Permanente, and Atapco Properties, Dave's Killer Bread, the State Farm Good Neighbor Crew, AARP Maryland, and MedStar Health. We are also excited to work again this year with our media partners, WJZ and Baltimore Magazine. So coordination for Artscape has involved not just my loyal, steady team that goes with all of my harebrained ideas and does not have me committed, but it is also through the support of our community partners, right? And so stakeholders along the footprint, community leaders and the like, and we always want to make sure we recognize folks like University of Baltimore, MICA, MCB Properties, the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, the Lyric, Central Baltimore Partnership, the SNF Parkway Theater, the Garage, Penn Station, and the Midtown Community Benefits District, just to name a few. Now, the goal is to continue to elevate Baltimore as a beacon for arts, culture, and creative innovation nationwide. Partnership with stakeholder communities is valuable. Now, if you are out there and you work for a corporation, don't get jealous if your name was not called, because we are still looking for support. So you can always get in touch with us about that. This year's festival will bring together 100 artists in our artist market, more than 50 food and beverage purveyors, a diverse lineup of art exhibitions across the footprint, and opportunities to connect with more than 50 community organizations and city agencies. There will be 3 stages of entertainment that will feature more than 40 acts spanning genres including blues, rock, jazz, country Americana, soul, hip hop, roots, funk, musical theater, and if there is a genre that I did not mention, it's going to be there. I'm sorry, Baltimore Club music. Ooh, my bad. I'm so sorry, I did not call it out. You're right, Baltimore Club music. Additionally, this year we're adding something called the Get Down, which is a series of after-hours programming that's going to be hosted by venues throughout the Artscape footprint. That will take our total acts to about 60. So we've got 5 zones that we will be working with this year. We will be programming just north of North Avenue, maybe not to the extent as we did last year, but we will have programming just north of North Avenue, starting with Teenscape, which is a dance and music talent show at the Motor House that is curated by Media Rhythm Institute, with performances by their Baltimore City Public School students and teachers, and a few guest artists, and that's for your young adult crowd. If you go just below North Avenue, bordered by North Charles, North Landvale, and North Avenue, you have Zone 4. We will have film shorts with the Maryland MDFF Short Films Festival in partnership with the Parkway. LOL Artscape, which is being characterized as Old Bay seasoned comedy with some of the best improv and stand-up in Baltimore. Made in Baltimore will be coming back to join us again with a marketplace of local vendors. We are like 99% sure Blinkatorium is coming back to the footprint. I wasn't a part of Blinkatorium, but it was a very, very popular offering. And one of our stellar standouts, Project Artscape, is coming back this year and will be hosted at the Garage on Lafayette. 12 local emerging and professional designers will bring their fashions to the runway at the Garage. It is hosted by our very own Caprice Ann Jackson. Each designer's show will feature an original composition by the Baltimore Jazz Alliance, so it's going to be a really cool time. You go further down on North Avenue, and that's where you get to the heart and the meat of the things. That's where our cultural organizations will be. That will be the first iteration of the arts market will be along that pathway. There'll be food and beverages. So we're actually going to listen to our partners. We're creating a beer garden that's going to be curated by Bar Movement just outside of Penn Station. Then you kind of go out to the west side of the footprint along Mount Royal, and that is Zone 2. That's where the main stage, food, beverage, all the things can be found. Gamescape is coming back to the Fitzgerald. That's an opportunity to celebrate the part of art that people don't really think about, which is gaming technology, which universities throughout the city of Baltimore are really keying in on, and it's kind of like that next hot economic sector. So we will be showcasing video games and artwork that is inspired by video games. Kidscape will provide hands-on creative tabling activities for kids in Gordon Plaza. There will be a youth arts market that is curated by Jubilee Arts. That's going to be a part of Kidscape and will also allow an opportunity for youth vendors to sell their original arts and crafts. Teenscape is going to be kind of making its way down that area as well. And then we conclude with Zone 1, which takes us out towards our partner, which is MICA. And that is where we will have the MICA stage that has a lot of really eclectic local performers that will be there. We'll have a total of, we'll have 2 exhibitions, B24 exhibition, which is a signature indoor exhibition featuring the work of the best artists based in Baltimore City and the surrounding region. Our Sondheim semifinalist exhibition, which is a group exhibition showcasing the work of the 2024 Janet and Walter Sondheim Art Prize semifinalists, and that will be on view in the Meyerhoff and Decker galleries. And then we'll have another portion of our artist market in that space. But it is not just in the Artscape footprint that we celebrate arts and culture in Baltimore. So this year we are again bringing back Artscape in the neighborhoods. We will be highlighting other arts and cultural events and activities that happen actually the week prior to Artscape and that weekend. And so we will be highlighting those. But we will actually be working with an activation, an arts activism activation that's going to call attention to the highway to nowhere. We're going to be working with West Baltimore United to do a 2-day festival. We'll be providing them with logistic support and promotional support to really highlight the travesty that happened with the highway to nowhere that bisected the West Baltimore community. They will activate an arts-inspired community engagement activity to get input around what should happen next in that area. I feel like I'm going to leave something out, even though I did take a really long time to go through my notes. But if you have any other questions, you can always visit artscape.org. One thing I did forget, as we celebrate Artscape 40, we are collecting memories, photos, and videos from you, folks who have gone to Artscape, who have amazing memories like the mayor does of Artscape across 40 iterations. And so we're asking you to submit your memories to artscape.org/tell-us-your-favorite-Artscape-memory. It's on the screen somewhere. You can find it. There is actually a QR code. Thank God for QR codes. You can actually scan the QR code. You can go to our website, both promotionandarts.org, as well as the Artscape website, to track down how you can tell us about your favorite memory. You can also go to BOPA Communications at promotionandarts.org if you want to just do it the regular way and email it. We will even include snail mail if you want to send us a photo. And with that, I want to say thank you so much, Mayor Scott, Senior Advisor Miller Hall, for all the support and the partnership in making this happen. This is just the beginning, as the mayor said. Again, follow his account. He's boosting his followers, because in the middle of the night, he's going to drop an announcement one night to let you know about all the other amazing things that are happening. But you can also follow us on social media at Promo and Arts, or again, visit our website at www.artscape.org. And with that, thank you. I think we're all set.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone is excited for Artscape 40. And with that, we will take some questions. So I'll say this, we don't think we'll have to the extent of last year, but this is a big city. And big cities across the country have multiple events, right? So, for example, a couple days ago, we had Megan Thee Stallion and the Orioles at the same time. And guess what? Both of them went off without a hitch, because that's what we want. We know that in recent history, Baltimore hasn't had that, because we didn't have the acts that wanted to come to the city. But now that we have one of the highest grossing arenas in the world, right, we know that people want to be here. And if we want to continue to push ourselves as a 21st century, as a city that is a arts and cultural destination, we're going to have multiple things on the same day. And this is why also it's important for us, as we look out into the future, of why we have to build the Red Line, why we have to have a better public transit system here, so that people traveling to come into Baltimore for these events don't have to only do it by car. Oh, yeah, we will. We'll be talking about that separately and later. But yes, there will be 4th of July will go off as usual here in Baltimore. I'll be in my kayak. There will be fireworks. There will be all the great things that happen on the 4th of July. The main stage. It's Sheila E. That's not even a question. She wouldn't come if we were putting her on anything other than the main stage. It's not even a question. She's going to be on the main stage. It's her stage. So, Baltimore Club Music Day, Lisa, was at AFRAM, and that we will be having another celebration at AFRAM for club music again this year. And then on Sunday, we're going to have one for house music. So we'll have both of them, but that'll be at AFRAM this summer.
If I can answer
Yeah.
that question, A Night at the Docks is incorporating of Baltimore Club, Baltimore House, and Baltimore Hip Hop music. And that was, if you've seen the documentary More Than Hype, that was something that Larry highlighted, that all three of those genres are very key and central to Baltimore. And after I saw that, I was like, we've got to bring that experience to Artscape. And so, yes, we will.
And you can't forget about Lil Mike in the reggae room, too. We talk about the docs.
They asked and we answered, quite simply put. We got a request from Department of Transportation that put us in touch with the group that's actually doing that. They know that we are committed to celebrating arts and culture, not just along the Artscape footprint, but across the city. Baltimore City is an arts and cultural mecca. And so they brought that conversation to us. We were like, does it make sense to support it? Because it does go along with the Artscape in the neighborhoods concept. I have my own personal feelings about the Highway to Nowhere. I think it is very important that we encourage unique ways around community engagement and getting the thoughts and feelings around the people that live there and that live there historically. And I think it's a really cool way. I mean, it's no accident, or not, it's kind of coincidental that we're having this conversation during Placemaking Week, because that is one of the key focuses of community informed and community respected placemaking strategies, is that you find ways to engage the community in which you're doing these things to make the decision. So it was a no-brainer based upon that.
It includes, just like last year, north of north, as we say. Mackenzie? I don't think no one thought you were asking about Artscape, Mackenzie. I got you. Absolutely. I think that, again, Mackenzie, we know what you all are trying to do. We have to understand, as I said to you and the rest of the folks in the press on Monday, my comments about the charter amendment can't be talking about one. When we have someone that you know very well who is trying to fund and tear down Baltimore's democracy with their pocket, when they're trying to shrink the city council, when they're funding things to put in term limits, when only in Baltimore City in a year, and that election wasn't even a Baltimore City election year, when you see them funding super PACs for candidates, when you see them running the things that run on your station every single night when no other station runs them, we as Baltimoreans, and particularly as black Baltimoreans, have to understand that you can't look at, as I said, the council president is obviously not trying to dilute black political power. But when you look at that alongside the amendments that are going to be pushed around reducing the property taxes in an irresponsible way, reducing the city council, the conversations about being able to recall, right? All of those collectively together, anybody that can see clearly can see that this is an attack on black political power, period. And we know that folks have been funding campaigns and losing, and now they're going to try a different way to get their way. But Baltimoreans are going to do what they did during the election and say, no, we're not having that. We understand that some people want to turn back the clock and go back to the good old days with the good old boys, but those good old days were never good for people that look like me. And as long as I'm here, we're going to fight with every single ounce in my body to push back on it. I think well, first and foremost, I don't control what the city council does, right? That's an obvious thing. And I think I've been very clear about what I'm saying. All of these, when you put them all together, will diminish black political power in Baltimore as the city is changing. And we know that there are folks from outside of Baltimore City who support Donald Trump, who say that their TV stations are Donald Trump's mouthpiece, right? Who want to change Baltimore city government. Why is it that there wasn't a charter amendment funded by these people to change whether they have term limits and how Baltimore County's council and city and county government operates? Why is it just Baltimore City? We all know why it is. Baltimoreans know why it is, and they're going to say no. I'm sorry, Lisa. Yeah, go ahead.
BOPA has different leadership this year than it did last year. How would you guys describe the way that you have been working together?
Well, I think it's been lovely. I think, Lisa, when you have a change of leadership, and obviously we worked together for many years in her previous role at the Reginald F. Lewis Museum, folks who know and understand Baltimore, but also are looking to work together, connected, united for arts and culture in Baltimore, right? For everyone working